Welcome to episode 4 of Elgin 2030. So, man, did we kick some ass or what? I think it's a little crazy that this is what it takes to get people to think clearly, but the important thing is that they did end up thinking clearly. That really is what's important here. Although I have to say, did anyone else think that speech Mr. Freeze gave was a little over the top and self-important? It reminded me of a different character entirely, so for the foreseeable future, Councilman Priggy will be played by the Emperor. Good. Good. You pit bull owners will fall beneath the power of the dark side. Seriously, Emperor, did you really think you were fooling anyone by pretending the BSL language drop was your idea? I've been studying human behavior for about 32 years, and even my 10-year-old daughter asked why the angry man would look so pissed off. Everything is proceeding according to how I have seen it. Yeah, good luck with that. Enjoy your single term. So the BSL was taken out, but we're not done. It's up to us bully breed owners, and I'm not talking about Priggy's empty threats about a single pit bull attack putting the BSL language back on the table, or that he'll be watching us with his bloodshot eyes. I'm talking about each of us leading by example and setting a bar for all dog owners in Elgin. Our priority is to make sure that this animal control ordinance is effective. So how can we do that? Well, at the council meeting, the mayor made a remark about the response he got when he proposed licensing for all dogs. But why can't the city create an opt-in licensing ordinance and incentives to licensing your dog? A possible incentive might be reduced fines, for example. Put the responsibility right into the owner's laps. Spend $10 a year per dog to get into that reduced bracket, or take your chances. Now, I've read some people complaining about having already paid Kane County and they don't want to have to pay Elgin too, but let's get serious. This is $10 per dog, money that can be used to fund a real animal control department, maybe even provide city-sponsored training programs. Those of you that found yourselves agreeing with Priggy that pit bulls are the only animal problem in Elgin need to do the research and realize that problem dogs belong to problem owners. And we defeat problem owners with a good animal control department. And here's an easy tip for Elgin residents that won't cost you anything. If you see a dog on the loose and you don't see anyone looking for a dog, call the cops. I know that Priggy likes to pretend that as long as it's not a pit bull, you'll be safe. But if you don't know the dog, you don't know the story. And even a Pomeranian can rip you up bad enough to need stitches. And while I'm wrapping up this series about Elgin animal control, can we also agree that people who don't own dogs should stay away from creating laws about dogs? You don't know what you're talking about. So in the future, stay away from our family members. And that brings me to another loose end. Councilman Warren, you're still the question man to me. What I've heard from several sources is that people are waiting for you to act like a councilman. Remember, it's not follow the leader up there, it's king of the hill. The feedback that finds its way to me says that you are quickly becoming a forgettable footnote during this council term. I'd really like to see what you can do for the city. But the same is true for Elgin citizens. This is our city, and we need to make sure that as many people as possible are registered to vote and go out for elections. City Council will listen to its voters, and we need to make sure there are as many of us as possible. You can register at the Elgin City Clerk's office Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. The clerk's office is located in room 202 in the second floor of the south wing of City Hall at 150 Dexter Court. Now to register, you're going to need to be a citizen of the United States, 18 years or older. You need to be living in the precinct 30 days prior to the election and provide 2 forms of ID, one with your address. Remember that voter registration closes 28 days before each election, so don't procrastinate. Now, we've been getting a lot of content suggestions for future episodes of Elgin 2030, but we'd like to see even more. Is there something happening in the city that drives you crazy? Are there things happening that you want to see changed, or are there things happening here you're really proud of? You can send all of your suggestions to Tony at elgin2030.com. So from all of us at Elgin 2030, Tony! Yes, city manager? I just came from dinner at Golden Corral. The director said I don't have any lines in this episode. Well, I thought we'd give you a break. We've been hitting you kind of hard. You want to close us out? Nope. See you next time, Elgin.